Do you remember the Derek is in from Broadway, Utica?
Good morning.
You must remember the Ross Perot stuff and Joe Lode, who was in here a little while ago.
I know. Look at Joe the Distance.
Joe the Distance is his hashtag. I love it.
That makes me want to go out and buy furniture.
Very nice plug. And following in the footsteps of Joe.
I need a new sofa.
Okay, so you must remember Joe apparently was like on the Ross Perot campaign when he went to school in Buffalo.
Well, and I saw a post yesterday from Betty Buckley, and she was friends with Ross Perot. Of course, she's from Texas, so that makes sense. And her post was always that regardless of political lines, which is kind of my strategy as well.
Yeah, smart. Especially in this year.
Yeah. She says he was a very, very nice man.
Yeah.
And it was always good to her.
And I got to tell you, he cost George H.W. Bush the presidency
election.
to Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
But he pulled numbers as a third-party candidate. He was one who really pulled numbers like we've never seen before.
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, was like the first person to really make everyone realize that you can do that.
Yeah, I think so.
You can really sway the election, which is a sad thing.
Love the new website. That's one of the we have a lot to get into here.
Oh,
with
thank you.
There's a lot going on, but you have a new website, which is really, really nice.
This has been in the working for quite a while, and we just unveiled it about 10 days ago. We did a soft launch of the site. It's absolutely beautiful. It's BroadwayUtica.org. Everything will be switching to a .org. So we were able to make that switch as well while we're designing the website. And Quadsimia, let's give them a plug, did all of our work, and they did a phenomenal job. It's a beautiful site.
Yeah, looks nice.
And it's going to have it does a lot now, but we have so much potential with this site going forward, and we have so many other things we're going to be doing. So we're excited for that. Take a peek.
I will tell you something. I went to see, by the way, I saw Spider-Man last night, and I went to is it MSX, the MSX Theater? There's like three different classes.
The one in New Hartford?
In New Hartford at Marquis. Three different classes of theaters.
Oh, you're saying within, yeah.
Within the theater, you can get I think you can get regular seats, you can get the reclining seats. You might be able to get somebody to give you a back rub. I don't know. But
if it's consensual,
I didn't get in there.
New Harvard. No.
But this I think it's MSX. You'll have to look it up. But this thing is it's a bigger screen. It's kind of an arced screen, so it's a little bit rounded. The audio is much louder. You feel it like hit your chest. And watching, of course, all movies as Spider-Man, it was really quite an experience. It completely changed the whole experience.
No, see, I would fall asleep. I'd get so comfortable, the lights would go out. I'd be asleep in a few minutes.
I would have felt that way too, except I had to get up and go to the bathroom like 9 times during the. I don't know what it was. I just drank too much. Drank too much of the because the sodas aren't big enough, right? For God's sakes, they're enormous.
You got to get this trash can size.
My reasoning for it's cheaper to get the large than it is to get the medium. Apparently,
if you spend $2 more,
spend $2 more, and we'll give you a Snickers bar.
That'd be $20.
The reason I bring it up is because at some point it would be. I love the ability to go on there on my phone or on my computer and just purchase my tickets, reserve my seats. And maybe this website has that.
Where you're going with this?
This website has that potential down the road.
The website does, and so does our ticketing system. And so there's a lot of changes that are going on with the ticketing system as well, which is one of the best in the industry. And it's a ticketing system that's very specific to Broadway. Mm-hmm. It's not, it doesn't cater to amphitheaters. It doesn't cater to, to the big, like
arenas.
Arenas. That's the word I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. So it's specifically is theater. So we are very proud of the ticketing system and where it's come in the last couple of years because it's bought out by Schubert Theater Group. Schubert Theater Group is really making it specialized to theater only.
Okay.
With that said, we still have the third-party resource problem. So if you were to go on right now, and we had a lady come in our office yesterday and swear that we had tickets on sale for Beautiful, and she's on a third-party resource, which they are out there. They already have all of our shows out there. The shows, we're working with the producers. They all are fully aware of it. They have our artwork that they've stolen. They put up there. So what they're doing right now is they're fishing.
Okay.
And you look at this site, and it's I believe it's utica.youtube.com is what it's called.
Yeah.
You look at the site, it's all of our artwork. It looks like a legitimate site. I mean, you wouldn't know by the naked eye. And this site, right now they're fishing. So they have all of our tickets on sale for our shows. You go in, put all your information. In the fine print, it says, there you go, Andrew.
Wow.
Oh.
So,
So what does it say in the fine print?
fine print says that the tickets will be mailed to you at a later date. So what they do is they fish. They
So
get
you
the
don't
people-
know what tickets you're getting. And then when they go on sale, they'll come in and get them.
They try to purchase them from us by phone from out of state.
Mm.
And they come on and they sell their tickets. And they sell them from these outrageous amounts.
Yeah.
You pay the money. You don't get your tickets. They try to get them from us, which we stop every transaction.
Yep.
And so they never get them, and the customer then is responsible for trying to figure out why their tickets never showed up.
Yep.
Fighting with them to get their money back. So it's just just be very, very careful.
And if this stuff is going on now, and it's this type of scam, it's the stuff the sheriff's department talks about, it's the getting your social security number. Imagine where we're going to be in the next 5 years, in 10 years, because every time you come up with some solution to prevent this stuff from happening, these scammers come up with more technology to try to beat your system.
And our our politicians have been wonderful and trying to support stop the process.
Yeah, 'cause it's not just
we've
Broadway,
made a lot
Utica.
of progress, but
Yeah.
there's still so much more.
Yeah.
And really, printing tickets at home is a convenience.
Yep.
It is not something we are going to participate in.
I have
and
to tell
it just
you,
feeds that process.
It does,
we would
yeah.
much rather be out the mail,
Mm-hmm.
50 cents to mail them to you,
and know they're
know that you're
authentic.
going to have
Yeah.
tickets.
Right.
It's technology grows, so does the scam. I got a
They try to
scam.
be a step ahead.
I got a scam call from myself last week. Like my phone number called me and scammed me. I mean, it didn't scam
Oh, I was
me.
going to say you fell for it because it was you?
I'm like, what am I? Why is my phone number calling me on my phone? It was and they say that that is one of the most elaborate scams out there, and you're not supposed to answer it.
Bill, it's Bill. Put money in your bank account.
Why am I calling me?
Take money out of your account.
That is a weird. When you see your phone number calling you and you're on that phone, that's a weird scam.
And again, I don't know the legal aspect, and maybe our district attorney would be able to answer these questions. But we have one customer. I'll just use her first name. Her name is Robin, and she's a nurse who was scammed big time.
Mm-hmm.
And these scammers basically had taken all of her information, and then they were purchasing tickets under her name. And she was a very good customer of ours, so it was like, wow, Robin's buying a lot of tickets. And so now Robin, she's flagged in our system. She comes in, and she comes in her scrubs on occasion and purchases her tickets in person.
Yeah.
But she was scammed. These people are using her information now.
Yeah.
So there's something that has to be illegal about that. One would think.
Definitely. The problem is it's being done in Singapore. It's being done, in all these places overseas. And by the time the government, the FBI, or even Secret Service gets involved in this, by the time they get to track these people, they've packed up and gone somewhere else. So they're very, very difficult to track, even if there is a physical location.
Or if they find them, how do you extradite if it's not a country that does that?
Okay. So we have the website.
We have the
You have,
website.
subscriptions are still open right now.
Subscriptions are ready. They'll be going out probably within the next week.
Okay.
We praise everyone for their patience. We appreciate it. But when you're dealing with 10 shows in the season, you have 40% more shows.
Right.
Which means there's 40% more in the approval process. There's more producers that are involved. These shows are high quality, just coming off or on Broadway shows in some case. So they're intimately involved with every decision that we make. And with that said, this isn't community theater. This is Broadway. This is New York City Broadway. So they're involved, and we appreciate it. And we want to make sure that everything is perfect.
Nice.
So they approve everything before it goes out. So we're at that point now. We have a couple of really exciting announcements as well, and we have some issues that we've had to deal with. that we're trying to deal with our friends across the street. But we have the scholarship program that we'll be announcing, which is wonderful. It's for the youth ambassadors. I'm going to kind of keep that set aside until the book comes out. We have a really exciting partnership that we're working on with an organization here in Utica that will also be announced. The websites, phone system. We have master classes. We're reintroducing the students on Broadway.
Was interesting. I like that.
Yeah, we're reintroducing the Students on Broadway program and reinventing it, I should say. When I came on board, I put all my focus into the Youth Ambassador program. And I wanted to make sure that was right. And we are right now at a really good place with the Youth Ambassador program. It's going to continue to be an elite program for students in the arts and juniors and seniors in high school. The Students on Broadway program is going to be focused on K through 12. Students can be, any students can be in the Students on Broadway program. Only 11 and 12 juniors and seniors can be in the Youth Ambassador program. But this gives us an opportunity to reach out to all the students. We'll be doing, part of this program, we'll be doing high school awards presentations for all of the shows. It's going to be a part of
I like that. That's going to be a great event.
Master classes. We have the first master classes next week. It's Tuesday, and Dennis Clark, who is a New Hartford native, will be joining us on Tuesday. He'll be here in Utica, and he's going to be doing 2 master classes. You can go onto our site, broadwayutica.org, for all the information and purchase tickets. And, it's a great thing for the kids. And so we're really looking forward to that.
Finally, before we break, the two of you are going head-to-head.
Well,
yeah,
it
if you
won't
want to
really
call
be
it that.
It won't be really a contest.
I just heard
be
Andrew
honest.
can't swim.
I like to.
Be a problem.
It's not that I can't swim. I just prefer to doggy paddle.
Yeah, and I was just inside your bachelor pad, the one with the monkey and the sombrero.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You do the doggy paddle when you swim?
Well, not really. I mean,
Okay.
treading water is what I meant.
Oh, okay. So
Like
you're a
tread water.
flailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
If I got to wear a life jacket, it's good.
But you're in a dunk
I'm
tank.
going to hold the Tito's or
We're
over
gonna need a little drink.
That'll get him swimming. This is the dunk tank today. Where is it today or tomorrow?
Friday.
And
4:30.
You're raising money for
the Proctor High School Drama Club.
Okay, cool.
He's saying to show up at 4:30. You need to show up at 5:30. Pay as much money as possible in an attempt to get me in the dunk tank.
And he is at 4:30.
See, now I think that for every time that they miss, that money needs to go into my bucket.
Okay. So there's a rivalry.
Well, then
here.
it could be for yours at 4:30 then. Anybody that misses the target at 4:30 goes to my
I have to think about that.
You think you guys are confused?
No,
So,
but it's
okay.
a great cause.
A reminder here, or a resetting here. Where do they go? How do they support? And where does the money go?
It's going to be at the Handshake City, so it's part of Made in Utica. It's actually a really good idea that they had to help the Proctor Drama Club because they want to bring in better shows and have more funds because the arts in high school sometimes it goes by the wayside. Not sometimes.
Well, and
most
it's very
of the time.
expensive. You have to pay for the rights for
The
these
rights
shows.
to the shows and
very
stuff.
expensive. And
Yeah.
and as a thank you to Proctor, because we have a lot of youth ambassadors come from Proctor. Probably 60% of our youth ambassadors can come from that school, so we'll do everything we can to support them. And this is just a way for us at Broadway Utica, to get back at my expense. And, So to answer your question, after 10 a.m. today, and if you want to call beforehand, we can still take your credit card information, but we're setting it up in our system. After 10 a.m., you can call our office, and you can make any donations. We're going to use Broadway Utica as a pass-through.
Okay.
So every month, they're going to have a code for me and a code for Andrew. And so you can call and specifically say who you want your money to go to if you can't be there or just want to make a donation. And that money will be collected and given right back to Proctor Drama Club.
And the actual event is Friday at Handshake City, which is where they do the little food and the gatherings and stuff down there behind the Odd kind of.
Yeah, it's over by Utica Coffee, and it's part of their big Christmas in July celebration.
So they'll have a dunk tank going. You're on from 4:30 to 5:30. He goes on at 5:30. You guys are competing against each other, but it's a chance to dunk
either
Andrew's
one,
head
yeah.
under
Either
the
way,
water.
we just want to make a lot of money.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
And I want to win.
You want to.
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody has to come out to prove me wrong. We've raised a lot of money for a few organizations in town. So,
We can.
yeah, Game on, Andrew.
Good stuff. That'll be on Friday. Manaski laid it all out. We'll have it on the website as well. And call Broadway Utica if you'd like to give to either Andrew or to Derek Clark.
Yes.
Good stuff, Derek. Thanks,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
I appreciate it.